Hello, I'm Emily Schickli from Mind Body Dharma, and I am so excited that you are choosing to join us for this de-stress, stretch, and strength core flow that's going to really help you open up your back and shoulders and your hips. So this is a great full body flow, definitely available or accessible for beginners, all levels, welcome. We're going to be focused on the breath, connecting to your body, and hopefully you'll feel better than when you started class. So this is really great if you've had a long day at work, or maybe you've been spending a lot of time at the computer or on your phone. This is going to help you open up your shoulders and feel better and more at home in your body. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get started in a child's pose. So go ahead and join me on your mat. So go ahead and find child's pose on your mat. And if you are new to yoga, that is amazing. Child's pose, you'll have your knees wide, nice and wide to start. You can have them together if you prefer, for a little back release, and walk your arms out long. Now, I'm demoing here, but your pose does not have to look this way, okay? So listen to your body. You might be up, propped up on your forearms, so that feels more supportive for you. The key here in child's pose is you actually just want to focus on getting your tailbone to curl underneath. Okay, so we're not sticking our booty out with the flat back, we're rounding our lower spine. So some people find it more helpful and easier to bring your knees to touch as you extend your arms. Really great release for your low back if you're sitting today. So go ahead and take a deep breath here. You can lift your head slightly if that feels okay. A little tug in your shoulder blades, pull them back behind you. Exhale, melt your forehead as low as it can possibly go. So it might go all the way to the ground, or it might hover 1 or 2 inches. Take a deep breath in. See if you can breathe into your rib cage, so your back body here. Exhale, sigh out your mouth, open mouth. Couple more big breaths like that. So inhale, fill the back of your rib cage. Exhale, let it out. One more. This time we're going to do a lion's breath, so you'll stick your tongue out on the exhale. So inhale, fill the back of your body. Exhale, stick out your tongue. Nice. Inhale, bend your elbows, dragging your chest forward, coming up onto your knees. Take a little modified tabletop here, starting with a modified cat-cow. So you're just going to arch your spine, lowering your belly towards the ground. Slight sway in your back. Exhale to round cat pose. Starting to invert, bringing your face closer towards your knees as much as possible. Inhale, come forward for our cow pose variation. This is really great for your thoracic spine, your upper back. We're also increasing shoulder mobility, which is something that's really challenging if you're constantly typing. So breathe into this movement with your breath, just between these two poses. This also helps slowly to tell your body, hey, it's time to move and groove today. We're no longer sitting at a desk. Let's do one more of these. So inhale as you arch forward, exhale as you press back. Go ahead and hang out here with your head and your gaze gazing behind you, your head nice and relaxed. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, tuck your toes. Hike your hips up to the sky. So now this is dolphin pose, another variation on downward dog. So we're pressing into our forearms. If this feels uncomfortable to you, just stay on your knees, that's okay. And press your hips up to the sky. If you'd like to join us on your toes, you can bend one knee at a time. This is really great for releasing the calves. Take a deep breath into your belly. Exhale, melt your heels towards the mat as much as possible. So we're strengthening our shoulders here as we distract the mind by relaxing our legs a little bit. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower your knees back to your mat. Nice. Pop up onto your hands, finding a full tabletop. We'll start to activate your core even more. So our shoulders are getting nice and warmed up here. Exhale, tuck your toes, squeeze your belly tight, nice flat back the entire time. Float your knees off the mat. Again, this is a variation option. So if you're feeling a little bit more low key today, both knees on your mat and just do a full cat-cow. You want to engage your belly, squeeze your core, get a little bit of strength, hug your knees. Exhale, lower your knees back to your mat. Nice. Take a big child's pose, arms out long. Let's get off our hands. So inhale, come back to tabletop. Exhale, bend your knees, press back down, facing dog. Inhale, walk your hands towards your feet. Exhale, find a forward fold. Nice. Go ahead and shake it out here so you can switch your hips side to side. Nod your head yes. Shake it no. Just releasing the top of your body. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, flat back, shrugging your shoulder blades down your back. So again, kind of like when we were on all fours, we're engaging our shoulder blades. Exhale, flop it out. A little bit of opposition here to relax your body even more. So inhale, halfway lift, squeeze your belly. Exhale, flop it out, let it go. Deep side out your mouth. Inhale, halfway lift. Last one here. Exhale, lion's breath, stick out your tongue. Inhale, bend your knees, super slow, ragdoll your spine as you roll all the way up. Stacking your knees in line with your ankles, shoulders in line with hips. Inhale, float your hands to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, press your hips back as you lean out, fold forward. Inhale, walk your hands out to your plank pose. So shoulders stacked on top of wrists. Hips in line with your shoulders. Heels right on top of the balls of your feet. For a little bit of extra strength, you can hold your plank pose in your core, or you can lower down and modify, having some support. You'll still activate your core here. We're going to make sure that if you're in a modified plank pose, that your hips are in front of your knees, like I am right now, rather than having your knees and your hips in line. That's just hanging out. You won't do as much work that way. Take another deep breath in your plank pose. Exhale, option to bend your knees and step up, or you can step forward with your right foot, step forward with your left foot, finding a forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back hands to your shins, shrug your shoulder blades away, just like we did before. Exhale, flop it out, let it go. 2 more of those. Inhale, flat back, shrug your shoulder blades away. Exhale, let it go. Last one with the lion's breath. Inhale, pause. Exhale, lion's breath. Stick out your tongue. Nice. Staying here down in your fold, let's twist it out. So inhale, left hand in front of your face. Bend your left knee. Extend your right arm up to the sky as you twist. Big breath into your belly. Exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. If you're feeling a little bit more open, you want a deeper challenge, you can place your palm on your tailbone, increasing your twist. All about the back, neck, and shoulders today. Exhale, release. Both hands in front of your face. Take a big breath, halfway lift. Exhale, flop it out. Right hand in front of your face. Bend your right knee. Inhale as you slowly extend your left arm to the sky. Palm can face away from you or towards you if you want to reach back behind, pressing into your tailbone. Big breath in into your belly. Exhale, maybe twist deeper. One more big breath here. Exhale, fold out. Inhale, halfway lift, last shake. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, plant your hands into your mat, step back for plank pose. This time we're going to continue to graduate our core work. So you can stay here if you want, or again, come back to a modified plank. If you want to continue here, do a little bit of a core exercise, tapping one knee down towards the mat. Exhale back to plank. Inhale down, left knee. Exhale, plank. Inhale, right. Exhale, plank. Inhale, left. Exhale, plank. 2 more, right. Plank. Left. Plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Everybody come join us here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, side up. Inhale, bring your toes to touch. Exhale, take your right foot to the sky. Inhale, pull your knee towards your nose. Exhale, step through. Now, this can be a challenging move, especially if your hips are really tight. So if your foot landed about halfway, go ahead and lower your left knee down, take your right hand, pick it up, put it in front of you so that you have a nice extended leg behind you. Finding a kneeling lunge, lower your left knee if it's not already down, unhook your toes, pressing your right heel to rise, arms to the sky. Inhale into your chest, shrugging away as you bend your elbows open. So this is an upper back opener here. You don't want to crunch your low back, which can be a little sensitive. So squeeze your abdominals nice and tight. There's a reason why we're working our core. Arms are lifted at around 90 degrees, chest opens up towards the sky. So imagine if you're like rolling open over a foam roller or pillow, only in your upper back. Nice, if you're wiggling and wobbling, that's okay. You can take a moment, bring your hands to your knee, or come back to the mat for support. We'll all journey back to the mat for support. Tuck your left toes behind you, finding an extended low lunge. So full low lunge here. Again, if this is too intense for you today, honor your body. Keep your knee down. If you'd like to continue along, have your knee extended behind you. Left hand plants into your mat. Same theme here. Extend your right arm up to the side. Twist. Take a deep belly breath in. Gather your balance. Exhale, shrug your shoulder blades away. Twist deeper. Maybe palm to your tailbone. Inhale, release, hand back to mat. Exhale to lower your knee back down to a kneeling lunge. Finding your tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, take a deep breath in before we begin. Exhale, sigh it out. You can always come back to child's pose. Okay, you won't be lopsided, I promise. You can always take a break in child's pose if you're feeling a little bit fatigued. This is your time. Inhale, kick your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, step it through. Or again, you can find your tabletop, step up. Whatever feels comfortable to your body. We begin in our kneeling lunge. So release your right toes to your back. Press through your left heel to rise. Now we didn't talk about this on the other side. We're going to take a moment, check in with your knee and your ankle alignment. So a lot of times we will push past our ankle, so our knees in front of our ankle, but that can stress out our joints. So I actually recommend that you're slightly behind your ankle if you have sensitive knees. So if you have sensitive knees, be slightly behind your ankle like I am right now. If your knees are fine and you're going for strength, make sure you're just stacked right on top. Take a deep breath in, float your arms to the sky if they aren't already. Let's open up, back bend. Exhale to shrug your shoulder blades away. Again, core engaged here. Upper back opens up, elbows track behind you. You might feel some intensity in your chest. Totally normal. Take a deep breath in. Exhale so you can open up a little bit more. Inhale here. Exhale, release, hands to mat. Nice work. Again, we're going to continue on if you did so on the other side. So extend your right leg behind you. Press your right hand into your mat. Exhale to twist, left arm rise. Squeeze your right glute to support you. So your hips don't shift too much in this pose. You have a nice firm, stable balance as much as possible. Again, you can lower your back knee if you want and continue on with us in a twist. Optional left hand to your hip. One more big breath here. Exhale, maybe twist deeper. Inhale to release it back to your mat. Exhale, find your tabletop, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in your downward facing dog. Exhale, sigh it out. One more big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come forward, find plank pose. Again, option to modify or skip. Take a deep breath into your belly. Now using with control, use your core, squeeze your belly. Step your right foot forward towards your hands. Exhale, step your left foot forward towards your hands. So it's kind of like a big giant making some stomping here. Very cathartic. Take a deep breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, flop it out, let it go. Do a little bit of a balance pose here. So press your right foot into your mat. Exhale, kick your left foot behind you. So standing split, bit of a misnomer of a name, because most of us don't have the range of motion to be in a full split. So just trust your body, trust your balance. Lean into your hands, you can even tense your palms, pressing into your fingers. Keep your back leg active, foot flexed here. Take a deep breath in. If you're feeling a little sassy, you want to keep moving, you can bring your left hand to your left hip. So we're prepping for half moon pose. This is a lot of intensity in your right glute supporting you. So if you want, you can keep both hands down and around the entire time. If it's too intense at any point, just find a forward fold. This is going to be really great for your back. Anyway, if you want to continue on, left hand to hip, go ahead and pike your hip open. So this is really great for mobility work. Squeeze your right glute to support you as you pike your hip open, keeping your right hand on your mat for stability. Twist so you can see if you can stack your left hip on top of your right. Now, many of us have really tight hips, especially because we sit a lot, so you might not be able to do that right away. I'm actually pretty tight right now, so I don't think my demo is perfect either. So just own whatever your body is doing. If you want to continue on to stage 3, you can float your left hand. If at any point you fall, laugh it off, let it go, and shake it out. We'll all return to a standing or a forward fold. Nice work. Let's shake it out here. Those are really challenging poses if you haven't done them in a while. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Left side to balance out. Plant your left hand firmly into your mat. Again, we're going to start with the right hand down, but you're going to know that you want to shift your weight to your left foot. Float your right leg to the sky. Take a moment here. Engage your core. Flex your back foot. Squeeze your kneecap up into your thigh. That will help you stabilize and squeeze your left glute. If you want to stay here, standing split, keep both hands in your mat. If you'd like to continue, right hand to hip. Now exhale. Think about prying open a jar. Okay, so you're prying open a jar, and the top of the lid is your right hip that you crank open here. Don't do anything that hurts. You might feel sensation, but that's different than pain. If you feel any pain, just come immediately back to the forward fold. Taking a deep breath here, active legs here. Float your right hand if you want to continue on. Big breath into your belly, squeeze your left hip. You got this. You can check in with your breath. Notice if it's shortened at all, showing that new energy coming into your body. Just honor that. Exhale, let's all meet forward fold. Really nice work. We're going to cool it down. So walk your hands underneath your feet, palms touching the bottoms of your feet. You can massage your wrists with your toes, relax your head and your neck. Take a deep breath into your belly, bend your knees as much as you need to. Exhale, side out. Gorilla pose. Actually, I used to hate this pose because my hands would feel super weird, but it's really helpful for recovery because you're essentially condensing all of those little tiny capillaries and veins and muscles in your hands. That helps you release pressure. All right, inhale, take a halfway lift here, big breath in. Exhale, plant your hands down towards your mat. Exhale, plank pose. Last little plank pose here. We're going to slowly lower to your mat, or you can lower your knees down and go down a little bit faster. So take a deep breath, choose your adventure, and lower to your mat. Once you arrive, release your toes down. Exhale, bring your hands by your shoulders. Shrug your shoulder blades away as you float your chest up. This is a baby cobra. Keep your glutes engaged, your rib cage mostly down on your mat. You're just lifting, peeling your chest up. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Knees together for sure at the end here to release your low back. Prepping for rabbit pose. Tuck your chin all the way into your chest. Flop your arms behind you, pressing into the backs of your hands, your forearms, or maybe catching your heels. Tuck your chin, rise up, hips, lift, finding a rabbit pose. You can tuck your balls of the feet underneath you. That feels good. Just rounding our upper back here. Try not to roll your shoulders inward. Keep them broad and back. Exhale, release child's pose. Inhale, come to a tabletop. Exhale, sign out. All right, let's do a little bit of a twist here. So let's actually twist on our back today. Maybe a little bit more restorative. So go ahead and find a seat and make your way all the way down to your back. Plug your knees into your chest, giving them a good old squeeze here. Exhale, open your arms out long. So you can find a T or maybe a cactus shape, bending at your elbows. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knees to your right. If it feels good, you can gaze over the opposite shoulder. Breathing deeply, maybe close your eyes. Sighing it out if it feels good. Inhale, put your knees back to center. Exhale, switch sides. Gazing in the opposite direction. Big breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, come back to center. Do one little leg stretch and then we'll go into a short meditation. So flex your right ankle. Rest it right on top of your left thigh. You can stay here if that feels enough for you. Excuse me. You feel it in your glutes, or you can catch your left thigh by pulling your arms through this little eye. It's called threading the needle. Just releasing a little bit of tension in your hip. I like to rock sometimes. Just be gentle with your knee. You don't want to hinge it back and forth because our knees are really only meant to go one direction. Exhale, switch sides. Catching the other thigh, that felt good last time. Knee rocking our hips side to side. And just stay here for one more breath. I'm going to set up our singing bowls for a meditation. When you're ready, slowly lower all the way onto your back. You can find your favorite pose to close class in. Maybe you're flat out on your back, legs and arms out long. Maybe you have your knees knocked in together for more support. Take a deep breath into your belly. Close your eyes. Exhale out your mouth. So often throughout our day, we try and keep ourselves so controlled, holding the same pose, typing away at a keyboard, not making loud sounds, not trying to react, forcing ourselves to do tasks when we were tired. And so today's meditation is all about letting go. Letting go of that control, allowing yourself to be natural, to express, to release. So this is probably going to feel uncomfortable for some of you. And so I encourage you to give yourself grace, give yourself compassion. So do this exercise to the best of your ability and just know that that's your best and that's okay. So take a deep breath into your belly, starting off nice and easy. Exhale, sigh out your mouth. A little sigh. Make it a little bit louder here. So take a deep breath into your belly. And make a ha sound like you're fogging up a beer. Ha. Can't hear you, but I'm assuming you're doing it. Honor system. All right, let's get a little bit louder here. I got the singles to support you, okay? So maybe your loved ones will hear them instead of you breathing. Take a deep breath in, fill up your belly. This time make a nice loud sigh. Now this time see if you can get the back of your throat involved. And do a little bit of a humming sound. I'll demo it first. So you take a deep breath in. So it sounds like a weird hum. We're matching the vibration of the bowls here. So you can get a little bit musical. You want to play along, take a deep breath in and hum it out. Take another deep breath in. This time just let it go nice and slow. One more of these strange breaths for you. So take a deep breath in. This time we're going to blow like the wind blows. If you want to whistle, you can whistle. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, blow the wind. Nice. Hopefully that wasn't too hard, too uncomfortable. Take a nice easy breath into your body and hold at the top. Exhale, release. Just allow your body to be quiet. Allow your body to rest. Just be here for one more minute. It's not that long, you can do it. Breathe. Slowly bring your attention back to the present moment. It might mean wiggling your fingers and toes for you, or taking a little stretch overhead. And slowly roll over onto one side if you're laying down. Take a moment here, maybe cradling your head with your elbows, just to honor this transitional space between movements, intentional practice, and life. I encourage you in this transition to maybe take one nugget, one little thing with you, something that resonated or something that you were proud of that you could do, or just that feeling of being lost in a movement or present with your breath. Once you have decided on that one thing, that 1%, slowly roll up into a seat. Again, keep your eyes closed for just one moment. Handle your hands over your heart center if you feel comfortable, or you can place your hands into your thighs for some grounding. Whatever support you need today, just take one more deep breath in together. Exhale, let it go.